If you look at your phone all day, you're barely a person anymore. You're just part of the machine. And that was the word. Sensationalism. News, media, all that stuff. Man. Welcome to the AfterWORD. This is where I talk after I read my word. You know, I just talked about sensationalism. And when you learn how to put news programs together, these are the types of tactics that you learn. You learn how to keep people's attention psychologically. Like I said, everything from the graphics, the little lines that go around the newscaster, the line that has all those little tiny glitters that come every once in a while, purposely done to keep you there. And it seems like the news is just in the business of scaring people now. I'm not saying there's not things to fear, but there's certainly less things to fear than Don Lemon fears. I pick on Don Lemon. All due respect. Love the lemon. What if Don Lemon married a man whose last name was Lime? I just blew my own mind there. Alright, look where we are right now with technology. If you're a young folk, it's not that big of a change in your lifetime. If you're a young folk. If you're Gen X, which by the way, Gen X, we stay out of things, man. You got boomers, you got millennials. Gen X, man, we just hide in the corner. We got the coolest generational name too. Boomers, millennials, Gen X, yeah. That's tight. What was I talking about? If you're a Gen Xer or a D-Generation Xer, like HBK and Triple H, you'll remember a time where, you had 30 TV stations if you were lucky. And then TV expanded. And all of a sudden when the internet came along, man, dude, like I turn on my TV right now, I got like 900 options of what to watch. You go onto YouTube, everything is there. Everything. You can look up TV shows. You can look up monkeys on fire dancing, and there'll be a video on it. Freaking, I'm on YouTube. That's weird. So, like, we have a media overload now. Binging a few years ago was not a good word. It would usually be followed by throwing up. A while back, going viral meant that you had to go see a doctor. And it was a bad thing. It's so much media. It's ridiculous. Anybody with a phone can pick it up and watch me talk. And it's making society sick, man. It's making society sick, depressed, anxious. It's not good. There's not a chance that we're not going to go there. We're going there. But it's not good. We have to maintain our humanity as we turn into robots. The more you know. I'll make a playlist on my page here of shows that I recommend. There's an awesome documentary called Childhood 2.0 that everybody should watch. Hey, you thought you were living in crazy land when Donald Trump was tweeting? These millennial politicians now, AOC, Instagramming, live Instagramming, man. That's worse than reading words on Twitter. Oh my gosh. If we end up having a president that communicates through Instagram like Trump did through Twitter, we're fucked. AOC, just do your job, man. Stop being a little girl. And if you run the country, man, if you do an Instagram live video, at least put yourself in frame. Like, how can I trust you with any kind of laws you want to make if you can't keep yourself in frame when you're doing Instagram live? It's you and then 3 foot of blank wall behind you. A little respect, you know? And then you knocked over your camera too. Nobody's showing that, but I've seen that video. And she knocks over her camera too. Oh man. So that's where we are. Like, I don't want to go live ever. I'm just going to record my stuff. I don't ever want to go live with anything. It's too creepy. Every day, you feel like you're living more and more like Black Mirror, right? Freaking, I'm delivering food today, and every time I go up to a door and drop the food off at the door, right? Got one of the video doorbells right there. And I always put the food down, and I wave at the doorbell real quick, and I leave. Because I know they're watching me. And then I go away, and then the next house has got a Ring doorbell pointed at me too. Those video doorbells they turn into little horror movies for people who don't want to answer the door. Like, your video doorbell will go off, and then the dogs will start barking. It's like, dun dun dun, there's somebody at the door, my God. And then you see a blurry picture of who it is or whatever. Anyway, we didn't have video doorbells 10 years ago. We're going to be looking at some crazy stuff in the future. You know, most of this show is about jokes and stuff and being goofy. But I put together these word segments to send an opinion of mine out there. And messages that I think are important, you know? I want everybody to know it's important to watch yourself as technology advances. I just vaped marijuana out of a battery and there's no smoke or anything. And I had it delivered to me. And I ordered it over my phone. This is what the future is, man. Dude, back in the day, you had to meet a shady character named Dog behind a dumpster. And that shit would just smell and everything, man. So the future does have its advantages. I just want everybody to take care of themselves out there while all this happens. Because I want you to be ready. You haven't seen anything yet. I'm not doing that to scare you. I'm just saying, 10 years is going to look a lot different than today does. So everybody keep a grasp on your humanity. And if you find yourself looking at a screen for way too long, put it down. Or like I said, instead of watching the news, watch Andy Griffith or something. You know, or Seinfeld or whatever. I could recommend a whole bunch of shows. Yeah, you shouldn't binge news. I think that's it for the AfterWORD. Thanks for watching. We'll go on to something else now.